A Sunday, Dave, where the Saints didn't lose. Alvin Kamara got an extension. It's all turning around, baby. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour Podcast. We never trade up.
If there was a path to give up 3 first-round picks to get Jaden Daniels, I would do it. And I would pick Jaden Daniels.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour Podcast. We are presented by Hard Hide, Ponchatoula, Strawberry Whiskey. I'm Ralph Marlboro. I got Dave, I got Andrew, I got Thomas running the show back in Poland. We got a ton of people in the chat tonight. Tonight, it was amazing. We got Dr. J, Fredo, Dustin, Patrick, your boy Alan, Jason Champagne, Herb, just a ton of people in the chat, guys. Thanks for joining us. On tonight's show, Alvin Kamara extension, baby, dropped out of the sky. It happened. Can the Saints get healthy enough to save DA's job? Is the run defense hopeless? Should sexy Jake Haener get a chance at quarterback? The hotline is apathetic and drunk, and Thomas revised it. And we preview the Saints' trip to LA, where they're going to get their head kicked in by the Chargers. As always, if we reach $100 in donations, I will drink something horrible the patrons have sent me. This week, dill pickle vodka and something truly disgusting, Dave. Smoke salmon flavored vodka, 40% alcohol by volume.
This is
yeah.
How did you get your hands on that?
I'm not sure who sent it to me.
Because I would like to give them credit. I'd like to give them a shout out because they understood the mission. They understood the reason we started this whole thing in the first place, and that's to make you puke. And I've got to think a smoked salmon alcohol has the best chance of doing that.
I mean, if you go smoked salmon, dill pickle, it'll be vomit.
We've got to get the donation.
City.
Yeah, we got to reach both goals this week, please. I need this. Need this.
We need it. We all need this. Well, the Saints have made us want to vomit. So let's start there. Andrew, Saints, Alvin Kamara extension, 2-year, over $24 million, $22 million guaranteed, $15 million signing bonus. Opinion is mixed on Twitter, but Twitter can go screw themselves. I don't want Alvin Kamara in another team's uniform. I'm fine with this. I want him to retire a Saint. The Saints might be dreadful the next couple of years. He might be the only thing worth watching. This is perfectly fine. And they save cap space.
Yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings, if I'm being honest. I think this is a terrible deal for the Saints.
Why?
I think it's great for Alvin Kamara.
Yes.
And I like Alvin Kamara. So, from that standpoint, it's a good thing. Yeah, like I want him to retire as a Saint. He's given a lot to the team. That. So, like there's a lot, but like Saquon Barkley makes $12.5 million a year. So, I mean, we're talking about the best running back in football who's like habitually getting 150 yards a game on everyone he plays. And, Kamara's like good 2 weeks, bad 3 weeks. And, look, the offensive line sucks. Our quarterback's out. So, like, I don't even blame Kamara. But Kamara's not like a guy that's carrying the Saints. And, like, as basic business principle, I'm not paying over $10 million for a 30-year-old running back. I said this earlier in the offseason. I was like, that's like a guy you let walk. I know that's like hard to say out loud because I love Kamara. So look, I'm not shitting on it. Like it's a mixed bag for me. I love Kamara. I'm glad that he's going to stick with the Saints. They have their cap problems. This alleviates that a little bit. So there's some things to like, but I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I didn't say that I feel like the Saints, their cap management, their financial decisions are questionable at times. And this is an example of that.
Alan, your boy Alan says smoke Monday salmon vodka. I like that.
All right. Wait. So Thank you.
Alvin Kamara was spectacular the 3 out of 4 weeks. He was awesome the first 2 weeks.
Wait a minute.
And he was awesome against Atlanta. And then everything went to hell.
Sure.
I have I have a hard time with you saying that Alvin Kamara is not the kind of guy that can put a team on his back. Alvin Kamara has absolutely put the Saints on. He's the only thing that we have. He's the only dependable, reliable player on this damn team.
And yet we're 2-5.
Because he can't. Because look,
how many times is it?
There's putting a team on your back, and there's trying to change the rotation of the earth.
How many times has this team made the playoffs with Alvin Kamara on the roster?
I don't know. How many of those years
would you
Dennis Allen
rather
been the quarterback?
$12.5 million allocated to something else that could put us in the playoffs, or should we keep paying Alvin Kamara?
Here's my question. I don't want to see sad Alvin Kamara on the Bills being not as good, fumbling, and getting booed. I want him to retire a Saint. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with Cam Jordan being dead and not being washed. I'm fine with it.
Well, all right. Well, and look, I'm not arguing with like overpaying. Like, yeah, it's that's what the Saints do. They overpay.
It's a reckless overpay.
Right. My question is okay. So 2 more years, then he's 32, and the tweet mentioned that he could retire a Saint. Like, this is it. He's done after 2 years. Like, he's not going to play.
How many running backs play after 32? It's pretty rare, right?
I mean, I don't know. They play. They don't play well. I think there's a lot of running backs that are in the league that are over 32. You don't hear about them. They're not really playing well. They're not stars, but they're in the league playing.
Dave,
I would be very surprised to see Kamara retire.
Let's not pretend you're going to continue to resist the chocolate chip cookie that is staring you in the face.
Oh, you see the chocolate chip cookie?
Oh, wow. I see it.
Oh, my daughter wanted me. She's been waiting at the side to show the chocolate chip. There we go. Perfect.
For those just listening to the audio version, it's not a metaphor. It's not a metaphor. It's an actual chocolate chip cookie. Dave's going to stuff his face with it.
It's like high out of the oven. It's perfect. Thank you.
So,
wait, are these mine?
People in the chat are just full of negativity. They're saying Alvin Kamara to IR any day now. I mean, it's 24.
The other thing,
in a nutshell.
The other thing is, Andrew says that it alleviates cap problems. Yeah, now it alleviates cap problems. It's just going to create more freaking cap problems in 2 years from now. Look at Ralph.
What void years? I mean, they're going to
rolling his eyes.
I mean, the cap will be, dude, Dave, they'll have football every day of the week and the cap will be $320 million. I mean,
Oh my God.
The Saints
it's not so much that we're so far below the cap. It's also the fact that we are in last place relative to all the other teams.
That's right.
That means compared to, it doesn't even matter where the cap is. It doesn't even matter if the cap goes up $80 million and we magically instantly go above the cap. We still have 31 other teams. All of the other teams in the league would, in that situation, still have more money than us.
Well, here's how I view Alvin Kamara, and I feel like a lot of people will get offended by this. That's fine. I feel like at no point has Alvin Kamara been a top 5 running back in the NFL. At no point. I feel like he's been frequently in the top 10. Frequently, okay? He's been paid as a top 5 NFL running back. So I feel like he has frequently been top 10 in terms of performance. He's been paid top 5. So it's fine. I love his personality. He's awesome. He fits the culture. He fits the Saints really well, but he's maybe a little overpaid relative to how good he is compared to his peers. And the big thing for me is we've now gone like 7-8 years without a replacement. Like, what's wrong with the Saints that they haven't been able to find someone where they don't have to pay him $12 million? They can just move on to the next running back.
Yeah.
And like, I get like, that's hard to say out loud because like he's a person and he's bought into the culture and the Saints and the community. So like I love Alvin. I don't want to move on from him in some ways. And yet, like, how have we gone almost a decade without finding someone better?
And the thing is, besides a couple of years of Mark Ingram, like it hasn't even been close.
Right.
Right. And here, that's a fair criticism in this way, in that if the Saints were a well run and drafted well, you would be like, man, you can't pay Alvin $12.5 million. You're gonna have to pay Kendra Miller soon. And when like Kendra Miller, he might be dead for all we know. I don't know.
Whoa. We are not paying Kendra Miller a goddamn dime. We better not pay him a freaking red nickel. He doesn't deserve anything. Absolutely not. Kendra Miller can walk. He can take a long walk off.
I'm just saying though, if you if you were a well-run organization, you would have picked him and he would have been good. But he's not, so you're stuck paying Alvin Kamara. But here's the thing. Andrew, this is before your time, Dave, but my childhood with the Saints is Morton Anderson going to Atlanta, Ricky Jackson going to San Francisco, Willie Roaf going to Kansas City. I'm trying to think of some other ones that like left. And like you
Sammy
saw
Knight.
them,
right? Basically, what you're saying is we should overpay just so that your
Mills,
just
yes,
so that your memories, your memories, and just so you can feel good about it. It has nothing.
They're not winning. They're not winning. So what do you want me to feel good about? I want to feel good about not seeing Saints in other uniforms.
The flip side of that coin is I saw the Saints pay to keep Marcus Colston,
Nick Fairley.
Who is clear?
Yeah.
Nick Fairley is a great example. But like Colston, way past his expiration date, continued to be a Saint and was objectively damaging our chances to win games. Like he was past his expiration date. And look, Kamara is not there yet. I think he's still a net positive. But like, would we be paying him this much if we had done our due diligence and found a good running back behind him?
No. That's exactly. We put ourselves in this situation. We put ourselves in this situation by not doing our due diligence, by not drafting better, by not having enough money in free agency to go after top guys, by picking the wrong guys. And Ralph, to your point, all those guys, the Willie Roafs, maybe, I don't know, do you want to throw Bobby Hebert in there?
No, because Bobby Hebert.
Okay, great. But all those guys that you mentioned, just overall, big picture, did they play? Did they decline when they went to other teams?
I mean,
overall?
Sam Mills has a freaking statue in Carolina. So no.
He played better. Okay.
Sammy Knight was great with the Dolphins. And,
okay, all right.
That was a Willie Roaf made the all-decade team with Kansas City.
Okay, so you can make a case in a lot of these. Oh, so there you go. So you could make an argument in a lot of these cases that they still had tread on the tires, and that they should have been paid, and they should have stuck around. It wasn't like Bill Belichick, who maybe gets rid of a guy a year earlier or whatever, but he knows that he's gotten most of the use out of him.
Ralph, how would you evaluate the Pat Swilling trade? Would you say that while he was still good once we unloaded him, he fizzled out pretty quick? Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I would say the
timing of that was decent.
The time is like Jim thinks. Well, the thing is, they remember because they nailed it because they nailed the pick. But if you remember...
What was the pick?
Willie Roaf.
Oh, right.
But if you remember 2 years prior, Detroit had signed him to an offer sheet, and they could have got 2 firsts for him, and they matched it. And then they traded him, I think, a year or 2 later, and they only got 1 first-round pick. Yeah, but they nailed the pick.
Thank you, Toxic P, by the way. Letting Morstead go was one of the dumbest things Saints have ever done. We're still... And
they let him go. They didn't even want him back. Final thing with Kamara before we move on, and I want you both to answer this. I was slightly surprised in this way, and I didn't think Kamara was lying about saying, I'm a Saint, I want to be a Saint, I want to be here. I don't think he was lying. But I was just surprised, Andrew, that he didn't get to free agency and he didn't want to look around because basically he's kind of like, you're not getting a championship, buddy. You're probably not going to Canton now. Like you're getting the great money and you're staying with the Saints, and we love you. But I was just surprised that he didn't let it get to March and
I am not even remotely fucking surprised. Not even a little bit. When you make over $12 million at 30 years old as a running back with the stats that he's put up, you sign like yesterday. Like, I'm sorry, but like this is a business, and like you look at the guys that play his position and what they make at what age, and no one in their right mind would not sign that contract. Like,
so you're basically saying Kamara is just taking the money, business decision, doesn't care about winning a championship.
100%.
You're saying, okay, all right, wow,
100%.
okay.
And
Headline, title of this podcast: Kamara doesn't care about winning a championship.
Good for him. He got paid.
Title of the podcast: Kamara doesn't care about winning a championship.
I think guys have passed up on offers like this because they're like, I got to get out of Cleveland or New York or whatever. Like, I don't want to play on this team anymore. I'll actually take less to go chase a title. You know, there's guys that have done that, but and I do think Kamara loves New Orleans and he loves the fan base. So like, there's a lot of love there, but this is 100% financially made.
I was
All right.
I was stunned by this because I thought the template for the deal was
Andrew.
The David Montgomery deal for the Lions, who's, by the way, 2 years younger than Kamara, and probably like maybe I wouldn't say he's better than Kamara, but he's not that much worse in my opinion. He got 2 years, $18 million. So I was like, oh, that's the template. Maybe the Saints will give him like 2 years, 20. He got 2 years, 24 and a half. 22.5 million.
I mean, how can you argue that's not like a run to the podium and sign the deal?
Yeah.
Like there's no way he's getting more than that in free agency.
I can't believe Loomis did this deal. I can't believe they waited. They didn't redo Kamara. They didn't redo Kamara.
It almost feels like we're fucked with the cap. So like we'll overpay him to make the cap easier, and like our team blows. So let's like give an olive branch to the fan base. Like that's what this feels like.
And we got to have if we blow it up, and if we got to have a leader in the room,
right?
Which we'll get.
So
to.
we're what? So what? We're 70 million over the cap.
70 million over. I saw like.
Is that all?
Is that all? That's a tweet. Yeah. I saw.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
I saw a tweet. Ramczyk retire 18 million. Cam Jordan retire 11 million. Redo Carr. Redo Eric McCoy. You're there.
Oh, like, yeah. Let's redo Carr. Absolutely. Let's keep Derek Carr for another 2 years. Great.
Well, here's the thing. The Saints, Andrew, great segue to our next topic. They start to get some players back.
Well, maybe Thomas should give us a donation update. Okay, donation update's done. That's it. Nobody's donated.
Yeah, I can't believe
what's going on. Come on,
Thomas.
people.
I know maybe something's bugged, guys. I don't know. Maybe the donation device is bugged.
That would be in your department, buddy.
Well,
we need someone to check it out.
We're giving you quality
test donation. Do a test donation.
I know this. We don't talk about what we drink anymore, but I just want to share that I was very excited to be at a Virginia liquor store and run into Sazerac Rye.
I can't believe a Virginia liquor store was open.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like you guys have very antiquated liquor laws in Virginia. We've talked about this on this podcast.
Yeah. Prohibition.
Buy liquor on Sundays?
I went between 9 and 5 on a Monday through Friday.
There you go. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. But I was shocked to see
Did you meet your
Rye,
bag man?
A New Orleans rye whiskey. And so I had to purchase it, of course.
Yeah. Sazerac, owned by Bill Goldring.
I'm drinking.
So get the donations rolling, guy. I'll drink the smoked salmon vodka. I'm afraid. I'm scared of it, but I will drink it.
On tonight of all nights, people, we needed your donations.
Tonight of all nights, we want Ralph drinking what is it? Smoked salmon?
Smoked salmon vodka. 40% alcohol by volume. Okay, so the Saints.
I'll donate $20 to that.
So the Saints are going to get some key players back.
Use the link in the chat, by the way, guys.
Maybe Taysom. Cesar Ruiz is on track to get back.
Whoa. Did you just hear him say Cesar Ruiz?
Cesar.
Like Cesar Ruiz.
Cesar Ruiz, like
Tomas
my New Orleans accent just came bleeding out.
Cesar Ruiz.
So,
Orange.
is it too late to help save the season and save DA's job, Dave? Is it too late?
I didn't understand this question because we've already talked about how all of the injuries, that's what's saving DA's job. If these guys come back, then I think it could have the opposite effect. If he starts losing with Taysom back and Olave back and Derek Carr and your starting quarterback, then maybe you could make a case and say, hey, this guy's a loser. He had his weapons.
Andrew, is there anything
he was only missing his weapons for a few games, and he couldn't pull it together, just like Jeff Duncan said. He saw Sean Payton win, with Trevor Siemian and whoever else. Like, he rattled off the ridiculous
White. Yeah. He didn't mention what happened after that, though.
Well, but I mean, the good coaches find a way to win every now and then. So you can make. Look, my point is I think we're looking at this backwards. I think the longer we stay injured,
the better DA has.
The more excuses that gives DA, and the more chance he has of sticking.
Here's the question:
you give him his weapons back, and then another way. What's that? There's like the famous, hand him his sword and let him kill himself or whatever. I don't know. There's some. I feel
Japanese.
Yeah. There's some Japanese saying
or whatever.
Well, I don't know. Bukaki. I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
But Andrew, we were talking about this. We were talking about this today. Is there any scenario that could play out Sunday that could get DA fired?
I mean, I think if they give up 250 yards rushing and they lose like 40-7 again,
oh my God,
right? Like that has to be in play, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sick of talking. This is tired. You
disagree?
Well, nothing's happened so far for my feelings to change from last week to this week, and that's just that I think DA makes it through the season.
Well,
he might get fired after the season, but I just do not see them firing him during the season.
I think, Dave, it's interesting that Alvin Kamara got his extension today, and he really got, to me, he gets to the heart of the matter. It's not about if the team quit on DA or they're going to fire him. It's about the Saints playing with energy to start these games, and they haven't done that in about 3 weeks. Thomas, I want you to play this Alvin Kamara soundbite from last Thursday after the game.
What is that?
I think getting healthy makes us feel better. I don't think it's going to be the ultimate fix, because there's things that we got to do better. We shoot ourselves in the foot. I don't think we're playing with a lot of detail. I don't think we're playing with a lot of energy. Thursday night football is one of the, more than any other Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night football, you got to come out with energy. The team that comes out with energy and the team that comes out with, because we both played on Sunday. You got 3 days to recover and you got a game. The team that comes out with and just puts their mind in a place of where, like, shoot, it's Thursday, we know it's a short week, we just got to go play. The team that can do that, I mean, that's the team that's really, that's the team that's going to win. And I don't think we did it today. I think we came out flat. I think we just came out and it was a Thursday and we had a game. It wasn't Thursday night football.
Your audio output sucks, Thomas.
Yeah, that sucked for y'all too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what was going on.
It's the same thing on the intro. Whatever Thomas's output channel is messed up.
What happened?
So I don't know.
What
it was
was
like choppy and speedy,
it sounded
and
like absolute shit. That's what
it sounded like I was running the board.
I'm going to disagree with Kamara. Like, Thursday night football, those games suck. Nobody likes Thursday night football. Nobody gets up and cares about Thursday night football. Like, Sunday night football and Monday night football, yes, but don't lump Thursday night football in with Sunday night and Monday night football. Those are not the same.
Yeah.
No, but I think to his point, because that's true, what you're saying, Dave, if you're the team that kind of steps up and has that intensity, you can punch another team in the mouth a lot of times because they show up flat.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Dave.
Clearly, the Saints were the team that showed up flat.
Dave, the thing for me is, it isn't just they showed up flat for Thursday night football, which I like. They're super injured. It's Thursday. Not that it's good or excusable, but I can kind of understand it. But here's the thing: they've showed up flat to start these games 3 weeks in a row. Tampa came out right down the field, kick their butt. Kansas City, Monday night, right down the field, kick their butt. Like, they've been showing up flat. And to me, that is a huge.
They've been showing up flat, and then they had to turn around and have a short week, and you thought they were going to all of a sudden be refreshed. Like, the writing was on the wall for this game. Like, maybe they have a chance now with the extended, with the kind of half bye, with the Thursday going into the Sunday. But even with that, no, this is. Look, AK is on to something. This team's, they don't have a lot of energy. They don't play with a lot of energy. I don't know.
I mean,
Crazy. This is
Andrew. Are we going to look back at the 2024 Saints and be like, the season died the moment Koo hit the field goal against Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they haven't played.
The answer is yes.
They haven't gave a damn since then. I don't think. I mean, kind of Kansas City, they got it close for like a hot second, but it's been bad. Andrew, there's a lot of talk in the Discord. By the way, become a patron, you get access to our Discord. It's fantastic. There's been a lot of talk in the Discord. A lot of fans are like, they think DA is going to turn it around. They're like, DA has turned it around the last 2 years. He's turned around the defense a couple of times before when they were bad. And they don't want him to because they want him fired, but they're scared that DA is going to turn this thing around and get him to like 7-8 wins. I don't see that at all. Like, I think their personnel on defense, especially the front seven, it sucks. I don't think it's schemable and fixable by DA. What do you see? And are the people that are scared that he's going to fix this defense, are they right to be afraid that he's going to fix it and save his job?
They're not right. No. I picked 5 wins to begin the season. I see no reason to deviate from that. I think that 5-12 is where we end up. So no.
They can bounce back. Fix the
Look, hey, Mickey said today that there's nobody on the Saints schedule that they can't beat. I'm not sure if he looked at the schedule. It's not the Browns every single game, so I'm going to disagree with Mickey. I would say quite the opposite. I'd say there's a lot of games on the schedule the Saints can't win.
I think that the Sunday,
starting with Sunday. Yeah.
The Sunday is probably the best team they play the rest of the year. Because Tampa lost both their receivers and they suck.
Yeah.
Atlanta is a fraud. The Rams are liquidating the assets.
I mean, saying Atlanta's a fraud, that's not really that doesn't hold up in court to me. So that doesn't. I can't just dismiss that as a win for the Saints just because you
not
say
a win, but it could be. And then it's
Atlanta. It's going to be a close goddamn game. It's going to come down to a field goal. It's just a question of who kicks that field goal.
We got a Jameis revenge game locked and loaded. And by the way, I almost had Thomas play the Jameis soundbite defending Deshaun Watson and saying how disgusting it was that the Cleveland fans booed Deshaun Watson. Jameis, serious voice Jameis is hilarious to me, but we're not a Browns podcast, so I didn't have Thomas do it.
Did we ever get to the bottom of? Did we ever get a real definitive answer as to who called the timeout before the first half?
Kubiak did.
So that
DA threw him under the bus. It was like Kubiak did it. He got real excited. I don't know what he wanted to do. He wanted to get Kamara another carry. I don't know what he would, like.
DA the snitch. The snitch.
I mean, I know DA.
Well, wasn't that my theory of what happened? Is that what I said?
Yeah, it's what your theory was. They wanted to run a Hail Mary, right?
Well, I think that's why else would you call a timeout with enough time to only run one play?
Horrific. It is. I mean, Andrew, of all the people coming back that I listed, they said Patrick's going to be back at guard, Taysom, Olave. Who is the most, besides Derek Carr, obviously, and we don't know if he's going to practice this week and play. Who is the most critical that you're like, if he comes back, that moves the needle a little bit for you versus the Chargers?
I mean, I guess Olave, having him at receiver, I would say Taysom Hill is in the mix too. I would say that matters more than the guys on the offensive line. Although Ruiz is nice. I mean, my answer would be Eric McCoy if he were to come back, because I feel like that would be more significant than anything else. But if you don't have McCoy, who in my opinion is their best offensive lineman, then I would say it's either Olave or Taysom.
Yeah. Dave, Taysom's 4 carries for 40 yards and 2 touchdowns before his chest implodes is going to be amazing Sunday.
I mean, I agree with Andrew. McCoy coming back is not on the table this week or anytime soon. Right. I don't believe, right?
Not until after Thanksgiving. They're targeting the Rams game, which is after Thanksgiving.
Well, so obviously that would be I think the biggest difference maker. But outside of that, I would say Taysom, and I don't think Olave is that big of a difference maker.
Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately, sorry.
What?
Olave has kind of sucked this year.
Not.
Have you seen the other receivers? My God, you people are high.
I don't know. Based on, well, that might be true.
That is
based on what I've seen this season.
Wake up.
We could do without Olave. We can win a game or two without Olave. We can't win a game or two without Taysom.
Yeah. Well,
and when I'm talking about Taysom, I'm not even talking about his running, his touchdowns. I'm like just the way, however, whatever he does as far as Kubiak and his scheme and the blocking, like that's where he's missed.
Yeah. Taysom is our like zen. He's like the joy. I'll tell you what's also amazing. Hard-Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is amazing. Hard-Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is a strawberry-flavored whiskey blended with aged wheat whiskey, American light whiskey, Cocktail & Sons, strawberry and lemon syrup, fresh strawberries from Jonesdale Farm in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's 86 proof. The whiskey is blended and bottled at the Sugarfield Distillery in Gonzales, Louisiana. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hardhidestrawberrywhiskey.com. Hard-Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is supporting Saints Happy Hour all football season. So support the people who support the show. Grab a bottle of Hard-Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey today. All right. This is going to make people mad because the hashtag agenda, Spencer Rattler, blah, blah, blah. But Dave, I'm telling you, Spencer Rattler has sucked for 2 weeks. He's had 4 good plays, and that's it. Should sexy Jake Haener get his chance to start?
Has it been 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks for Rattler already?
2 weeks.
Oh my God.
It's felt like 6 because it's been terrible.
You can throw Haener in there if you want. Do I think he's going to be any better than Rattler? No, not really. I think throwing Haener in there is the equivalent of you're just hoping maybe he gets hot. Maybe you catch lightning in a bottle. But at this point, I feel like look at that picture. Look at him. He's so goddamn sexy.
He is incredible.
Honestly, at this point, it kind of feels like managing a starting pitching rotation, and you just got to go with whoever you feel like is hot on any given day. Because at this point, the two of them, to me, are fairly interchangeable.
Andrew, does sexy Jake deserve an opportunity to start? Dennis Allen said no. If the car can't go, it'll be Rattler again. Yeah, but should it be Haener?
Yeah. I don't know. I still think that after 2 games, I wouldn't say that Rattler has shown me that he's like the guy of the future by any means, but I still think he has the biggest upside. To me, like best case scenario, Haener is Chase Daniel. Mm-hmm. And so no, like I honestly, I have no interest in starting him.
The one thing I will say, and this is
I don't know. I might take Chase Daniel right now. And 2, I don't look as like the Spencer Rattler thing with me. Like, I feel like it's already come and gone. Like he needed to, to me, it was like he was either going to shine bright and shine early or he wasn't going to shine at all. And I feel like he's missed. I don't know. I just feel like, I feel like this was either going to happen and it was going to be magical. I feel like the door is already open and shut.
Well, here's my thing with Rattler is I think people coming back if he plays against the Chargers, which, by the way, the Chargers are a top 3 defense by advanced statistics, points per game, all that. So it's a tough matchup for him. But the one thing I'm interested to see, and this is where I vehemently disagree with kind of both of your Chris Olave takes, is I want to see Spencer Rattler that he can just, when he gets the snap, if it's chaos or he's confused or whatever, he can just say, where's Chris Olave? I'm throwing Chris Olave the ball. Is he open? Cool. Is he covered? That's cool too. I want to see him with
how does that disagree with my Olave take exactly?
Well, Dave saying that it doesn't matter. I think having Chris Olave matters a lot.
You said both. You threw me in.
Yeah, and you saying Olave was good versus Atlanta. Olave was good. I don't think Chris Olave's been bad this year.
You asked me which players will make the biggest difference coming back from injury, and my answer was Olave and Taysom.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it.
What did you say that disagreed with my original statement?
I think Olave's been better than you originally said. That's all. And by the way, Olave, if you watch this podcast, please wear the Guardian cap. I know it looks silly. It makes you look like a bobblehead, but you've had 3 concussions now in 3 years. Please wear the Guardian cap. Just say it.
By the way, the Pelicans have their first game tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, right? Yeah, against the Bulls.
How are we feeling about the Pelicans? Do they have a center?
No, they don't. They got the Pelicans enrage me. I'm gonna give you a quick 30 seconds. They got rid of Valanciunas, the one dude who showed up every game. In all the injuries, Valanciunas, all he did was show up every game and give him 12 and 10. And they didn't sign him. And now Zion is sick.
Wait, Zion's not playing tomorrow night?
He's sick. He's questionable. Murray, the new guy, has a family emergency. Something came up. And then one other Pelican is hurt. It's the Pelicans, man. They're more injured than the Saints. It's incredible.
Jesus,
you can't expect the same franchise the same front office that's running the Saints.
Same doctors.
Yeah, the same whole management team. You can't ownership group. You can't expect their football team to be crappy and their basketball team to be good. Can you? They go hand in hand.
Yeah. Fredo says he's going to be at the Pelicans game to collect his Swifty friendship bracelet and see them lose to the freaking Bulls. Are they really handing out Taylor Swift friendship?
I'm going to the T Swift concert Friday night.
Where are you sitting, Dave?
No, the nosebleeds. I don't.
Oh wow! Even Dave.
Yeah, they were a Christmas gift from my in-laws. So.
Oh wow!
And they were very expensive. Just the nosebleeds, and not.
You should have asked me to text the band member Mike Meadows.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, right. You wouldn't have. You wouldn't. You don't have enough pull to get me 4 tickets.
We could have got 4.
Get me backstage.
You want to fucking bet?
Yeah, get me backstage. And also,
I've already told you the story about getting backstage with him.
Yes, and also, I think when we discuss your whole friendship with this guy, I think I already knew I was going to the I feel like I already told you about this and asked you for to get backstage. Yeah, come on, let's go. See what strings you can pull, buddy. I'll be there.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, do I want to burn this favor for Dave Cariello? You know,
yes.
Kind of want to save that chamber.
It's not for me. It's not for me. It's my daughter. It's Blair.
No, Andrew needs to save that bullet for his own daughter.
You want one of those chocolate chip cookies?
Thomas, can you give us a donation update?
Yes, so we are $21. Thanks to Kenu to you for $1. And to Sports Boys Production for almost $20 super chat, just 1 cent short.
War guy said the get-in price was $1,700.
Yeah, I can relate to 17. This because I don't know if I told you guys this story, but my daughter is literally obsessed with Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, and you had to go.
And I couldn't get tickets, and so I was looking at the get-in price, and I didn't want dog shit tickets because as a matter of a print. Like I'm talking posters on the wall. Like it's her favorite artist. And so if we're gonna go, like I'm not sitting in the nosebleeds. Like I'm gonna get decent seats. And so like the get-in
ding ding. Oh, that was just your bougie meter going up.
Yeah.
A couple of.
So the get-in price was like $1,000 a ticket, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that's so expensive. Like $2,000. Like, and so I was thinking my wife and my son like doing a whole family thing, but that quickly became like, yeah, this is only going to be me and my daughter because of how expensive it was getting. And I like had this plan that I was going to wait until day of, and I was just whatever the price was on day of. And a lot of people were telling me like, yeah, don't do that. She's really popular now. It's going to come back to haunt you. It's going to blow up in your face. And so like I panic bought, like I found tickets that were like $700 a piece in like the 100 section. And I panic bought them because I was like, oh, it'll never get better than this. And so, I went and it was like $1,500 for two of us, which was still like insanely expensive. It was just like an insane purchase. But it was like her favorite thing, like once in a lifetime. I'm like, fuck it, we have to do it. And then like I looked like, because game day, I'm looking just to see like how bad did I blow this, and there were options for like $400 a ticket. So like I could have gotten in for like $1,000 less.
Here's the thing I don't understand.
I love that story.
So the moral of the story is always wait until game day.
Here's the thing I don't understand with concerts anymore. Is everywhere Taylor Swift goes, the hotel rooms are booked up. Like, do people like follow her around like the Grateful Goddamn Dead?
Yes.
Are you an idiot? What's wrong with you? Why wouldn't they follow her around?
I don't.
Two, they've had an article that's been going around locally here about some woman locally who
bought out the hotel rooms. Yeah,
191 rooms at the Holiday Inn or whatever the hell. I actually, when we got our tickets, my in-laws booked us 2 rooms. I'm staying at the Hyatt Regency Friday night.
Wow.
And I live 2 miles away. I'd rather just go home, to be honest.
Kevin in the chat says he wouldn't spend $1,500 on meeting the absolute love of his life.
That's why he's still a loser bachelor.
That's a lie.
That's why he's a loser bachelor, and that is a lie. Thomas, stop playing sound effects or anything from your channel because it's gross and it's hurting my ears.
It sounds fine to everyone else, though.
Kevin, that is the biggest load of horse crap I have ever heard in my life. You would probably give up your firstborn child just to meet the woman that would eventually have that firstborn child.
Let me tell you something. That's a lie. I know Kevin spent $1,500 to meet the love of his life because he's gone to emergency rooms and urgent care, and that's where he's more likely to meet the love of his life. So we know he's lying. Dave, don't worry. Everybody in the chat says the audio for Kamara and the sound is fine. It's just weird. It's just weird for us.
Yeah, it sounds like shit.
Well, either way, stop playing it because I don't want to hear it.
Shout out to Kane you. He says this is the Saints best Saints pod for reals, and he said it's like getting drunk with your Saints.
It is.
Thank you for saying that, man.
Yeah, I know there's people.
Cheers to that. Here's some Sazerac. Cheers to you.
It's not like you're getting drunk. I am drunk. And I am a Saints fan.
People on Twitter were like, "You're gonna run out of jokes." I'm like,
no, I saw that.
I've watched I went to every home game with my dick.
All you have to do is watch the game. All you have to do is recap what you see on your TV screen. The jokes make themselves.
It's a lot easier to make jokes about a losing team. They made movies about losing teams. Bad News Bears, Major League.
I'll tell you one thing. A friend of the podcast, Bomani Jones, he is really, really enjoying the Saints being terrible. And he told me this is one of his favorite football seasons because he doesn't root for the Falcons anymore, but he still hates the Saints. So the Saints being terrible gives him immense joy. But he also knows that the Falcons
if Bomani is watching this right now, I just want you to know, fuck you.
But he also, Andrew, has said that since Atlanta has Kirk Cousins, he knows that they're going to fail and it's going to end in disaster for them. So he's really enjoying this football season. Come back on the show, Bomani. We won't have Andrew on. So Thomas, give us a donation update.
We are still at 21 buckaroos. The streak is 62 weeks. Come on, guys. You can do it. I think so.
The streak will die.
Show
like
them the
streak.
drink, Ralph.
I don't know. Maybe we need that. Maybe this is the world telling us that we should stop doing this.
And then
it's run its course.
No, it hasn't. My liver died 5 years ago, Dave. I gotta pay for a new one.
Ralph's still not dead. Come on, man.
Show us the salmon shot. What's involved here?
What do you mean?
Where is this from? I'm imagining this is from like
Alaska.
a Norwegian.
From Alaska.
Okay.
Who sent it to you?
From Alaska. See the picture? Can you see?
He doesn't know. No, I can't see. No, I can't see.
Hold it up to your camera, you idiot.
All right, he's there. He's there.
There we go.
It's sideways. That's great. Okay. Anyway, it's from. What's the name of the company?
Let me see. It is Alaskan Distillery.
Well, a real original name. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, I mean,
imagine being that company and thinking like, wouldn't it be a great idea if we make this smoked salmon vodka? Like,
can you imagine being?
I bet our clients are gonna.
There you go.
First and probably only time I'll compliment your apparel. So nice shirt, Ralphie.
Let's go for $20 super chat.
Thank you. I got
We're almost halfway there.
Speaking of, I might go up on the bougie meter. When I was flying back from Saints Bucks, they had an awesome Saints hoodie in the airport, and I couldn't resist, and I bought it. It was $140. It's a Saints.
I gotta
what? Wait, what? What brand is it? What brand is it?
I don't know.
It better be like Peter Millar or Johnny O.
It's a Saints hoodie. It's got.
No, I know that, but it better be like a golf brand. Like it better be a.
I don't know what brand it is. I just loved it,
dude. If it's Gildan, if that tag says Gildan, I'm gonna kick you ass. What? Go get it. Where is that hoodie?
I'll get it.
$140.
Show it to us.
140.
No, find that hoodie. Tell your wife to go get that. Seriously. Seriously.
She can. Maybe I'll. No, I have to listen to the hotline. I got specific instructions.
Do you think a $100, $140 Saints hoodie makes it on Ralph's floor, Dave, as an option?
Oh,
that
Kelly lays out? No, probably not. That's probably
no. It's a hanger.
Only when he goes to like fancy dinners. Like that's probably like a fancy dinner hoodie.
Hanger. Thomas, it's time for the hotline.
Let's hope the hotline sounds good. Let me play maybe
it's gonna sound terrible for us.
Hey Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
Is it better or not?
Yeah, it's gonna sound terrible for us.
It's gonna sound terrible for us, but it sounds
Jesus,
fine.
That's bad.
It sounds fine for the people on the show, so that's what matters.
Something's wrong with the bot for some reason.
Yeah. So 17 calls.
Real deal.
17 calls.
Wow, that's a lot.
Uncensored hotline is 12 minutes. Wow. It was the last straw for even the most hardcore DA defenders. Even Dustin J wasn't as energetic as he always is at first, but then he called twice and got agitated as shit, and it went off the rails. As you know what this means, guys. Hall of Fame level hotline according to Thomas. Thomas, play it. I have high expectations now.
It's time for this week's hottest takes from the Saints Happy Hour Hotline.
If DA's going to have a funeral, at least all the out-of-town family came in.
Sean Payton. Drew Brees made him. That's why he left New Orleans, because he couldn't do shit without him, and he ain't done shit since. And he's barely beating a garbage-ass team, which is the Saints right now, by 13 at halftime.
Troutman hater here. Just here to say Troutman. Man, I got to go work tomorrow, man. These motherfuckers let Drew Brees down. That's up.
If anybody was going to drive the dagger right through DA's fucking heart, I'm glad it's Sean Payton. Because you know what? At least I like him and I respect him. I can't watch this shit anymore. I mean, I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm going to watch it, but this shit's unwatchable. Champagne out.
One of the mysteries for me about Dennis Allen is how he got his teams to play hard for him for 3 years despite not seeming very inspiring. Well, that ended conclusively tonight, and he is officially dead man walking. He's gone, and it's just a question of when. The team quit.
Yeah, it's Dr. Zeus here, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'm walking down Tulane right now, and we can just call him Spencer Rattled, okay? This is some bullshit. I'm glad Drew got his kicks in, but this is bullshit. Oh, my God. Dennis Allen, fireman of the Moon Rouse. Thank you.
Hey, super cool of the NFL. Roger Goodell, really progressive for letting a high school team play against a professional team tonight. Quite impressed. Really good way to get the fans engaged. Love it. Love it.
I mean, we know what's wrong with the offense. The offense is a walk-in hospital ward. The defense, however, what's their excuse?
Since Hazlitt, we've been a competitive team, and we haven't seen this shit since Ditka. Who dat for life? Love you guys. Keep doing what you do, because the true Saints fans love you guys. Who dat?
Chody 98 here. That fella calling the morning after is a pretty good idea. I'm going to start doing the same for these late night games, because I am not staying up to watch the Saints play this shitty again and have to wake up with less sleep and go to work. I got to spend all day at work knowing that the Saints were ass last night. I hope they don't have another primetime game, because they do not deserve it. I love you guys. I love the
They've
Saints.
got two more.
I mean, it's just a win-win here. You guys are going to make this losing season so much better. Man, financial times are tough. Saints games are tough. Relationships are tough. Well, I mean for Kevin, but I gotta hope that guy finds love. I hope he finds love as much as we find another head coach or something like that. I mean, good God. I mean, we can't have this much of a dry spell. God, I love you guys. I love your podcast. I mean, I'd donate $1,000 a week if I could. Maybe all the top donators can get together and make a big splash day one day. I love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the best at it.
This is like Mike Ditka. We backed up in it. That's the worst Saints game I've seen in 20 years. Holy shit. Anyway, y'all have a nice morning. Enjoy your weekend. Saints can't let you on Sunday. So the sun's going to shine brighter. Life's going to be better. Get your health back. Go eat a salad. Who that? Hey, man, it's Dustin J again. Just can't help calling. I'm like bad racks keep coming back. But, man, I listen to the pod, and I'm just so pissed off. I'm on I-10 right now, going east, go down the airline drive, and fucking pink slip a bunch of motherfuckers, man. This is fucking bullshit. I'm going to the Falcons game November 10th, bringing a brown fucking bag. See ya.
The bags are back.
That was a wide variety of different callers.
It was.
I was noticing a theme that people were not so much talking about the game as so much as they were using this moment to express their love and appreciation for us, which I very much appreciate. That was actually very nice.
It was
my
People
favorite.
Really
I think
appreciated
the most
post-game show that we did.
Yeah.
live.
And I wish I had joined you guys, because I had all kinds of opinions. Well, I know I was driving home at 11 o'clock at night. But I think my favorite quote from all of that, though, was I posted this in the YouTube chat, was the guy who said, "I hope Kevin finds love as much as I hope we find a new head coach." Put that on a shirt.
That's right.
Print it up. Print it up. I love that.
If the Saints keep losing.
Or the first guy. What did the first guy? The first guy said something kind of deep, too. I forgot what he said.
Saints.
Yeah. You know, like looks like we're not going to make our donation goal today, and our listens are a little bit lower than they are normally. But I feel like the ones that are here tonight, like, are the real fans, right?
You the real ones.
Yeah, like, it's okay. Like, we don't hit our donation goal, we don't hit it. But like at 2 and 5, the ones that are here listening to us, watching us, like, you're the real fans, and it means a lot. Like, you're the guys that are thick and thin. You're going to support us. You're going to support the team, and we're going to do this regardless of the record, right? So really.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 10 more weeks. 10 more weeks. Here's the thing.
This might be a grind this year. You know,
It is going to be a grind, because I think
at least we have Tulane, right, guys?
I think they're maybe winning twice more.
You mispronounced LSU, Dave.
If I said to you, Saints can win 2 more games, what
Atlanta.
do you
Give me Atlanta.
Yeah.
Definitely give me Atlanta. And then
do you want a primetime win, or do you want the Jameis revenge?
Who do we play in primetime? We have a primetime game left?
You can play Green Bay. They might flex the Saints Bucks.
No, I
prime
want
time. Sunday
yeah,
night.
they probably.
I was gonna say
they definitely are.
Losing to Andy Dalton and Jameis in the same season would be low key.
Well, now
that'd be kind of funny.
Now hold on a second.
You got to send Dennis Allen to Gitmo
Did you guys see that Andy Dalton got in a car accident though?
Yeah,
No,
his whole family, man. It wasn't just him. It was
really? I hope they're okay.
They said he was okay. They didn't have to go to the hospital or anything.
Now wait a minute. We were joking, or what? Not really. I was half joking. I was kind of serious earlier about, the injuries and Dennis Allen getting fired, or how Dennis Allen could potentially get fired. If you're in the let's get DA fired as soon as possible camp, Jameis Winston beating us. That's a strong argument right there. You want that to happen. You want that to happen. You're rooting for that.
Here's my question, Andrew, because me and you were kind of on this. We've kind of always on the same wavelength of like.
I think it would be a dream. Like my ideal scenario. Now, I'm thinking about this more. Your question, Ralph. Sorry, I cut you off. I know you have some things you want to ask me.
No, it's fine.
You asked what the two wins I would care about are. The more I think about this. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah.
And then give me the Browns game. And if I can be so bold as to ask for specifics, I want Jameis to throw 5 picks in that game against the worst freaking team in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Saints win 4 games all year, but they beat the Browns, and Jameis just goes down in a flood of picks. That's what I want. Give me that.
Andrew, you're like me a lot of times, and we don't say we're rooting for the Saints to lose. We're not in lose games tank mode until they are officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Right.
But I went to Tankathon today, and I saw the Saints are picking 5th, and I'm just saying, when do we start rolling out the tank? Because if you want to pick in the top 5. You can't really be more than if you want to pick top 4, you can't win more than like 3-4 games.
I feel like we need a Tankathon jingle and graphic where every time the Saints lose, we have like a fun music and we move up, in the draft order, and that's gonna at least like create some levity.
I think we need
our fan base.
Yeah, Thomas, we need a Tankathon update. Like a draft order. Right now they're picking 5th. I mean,
that's pretty good.
I mean, you lose to Carolina, you lose to it's conceivable if they go like 3-14 and they lose and like their 3rd win is like the Raiders.
And then we trade up to number 1.
It's conceivable.
And Kevin dies.
I'm not gonna lie. If we lose to the Chargers and Carolina, I think I do a full 180. I think I get super pumped about the prospects of the 1st overall pick. Like, we just lost to Carolina. We're probably not winning another game. And like, I start to get really pumped and I start looking at mock drafts like crazy. And that dominates this podcast.
Yeah, because let's be real, we've never experienced the Saints have had the number 1 pick, but not in our lifetime, really.
Right.
Right.
I think so you're saying 2 more wins. If they get to 2-7, Andrew Juge is full Tankathon.
Yes.
You can include me in that. Why not? What the hell?
We'll have Tariq asked,
like,
hey,
I'll be so if I'm looking at the next 2 weeks, I'm kind of like win both or lose both.
Yeah,
but don't go in between.
That's how we were last year when they were 5-7. We were like, get to 7-7, or lose both and get embarrassed. Maybe they'll fire DA.
I know this season's not going anywhere, but at least like make it interesting and like play for something, or be so bad that like it's clear we're going nowhere and we're getting a top 3 pick, and lose to Carolina, where it's like, man, I don't know if we can beat anybody. Like, don't get your head kicked in by the Chargers and then beat Carolina by a field goal. Like that would just be terrible.
Yeah, Fredo says this is the Saints. They won't do anything we want. He's probably right. You probably just Andrew described exactly how it's going to go.
Yeah.
No, what they'll do is they'll lose the next 2 games, like Andrew said, and drop to 2-7, and then they'll win out the rest to get to 9-7, or 10-7, or whatever. But miss out on a playoff spot and get and get like the 21st pick. Be right in the middle of the pack of everything.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
I don't see it, but we'll see. We'll see.
No, I don't see it either. I'm just saying.
No.
That might be worst case scenario.
No, worst case. I think at this point, like worst case scenario is they finish like 3-14 and they get the 3rd pick, but DA stays like that. Like DA.
Oh Jesus!
Any scenario
right.
where DA stays to me is the worst scenario.
As opposed to where we might be in position to quote unquote like rebuild or semi rebuild and have a new coach come in and draft their quarterback probably, but instead we'll just keep DA and we'll ride with Carr and we'll just draft some shitty defensive lineman who gets injured week 3. Is that what you're saying is going to happen?
That's what I'm saying.
That's worst case scenario?
Ding, ding, ding. Probably. Trade up for a defensive end. Trade up from 3 to 2. Give up a 4th round pick. Kevin's head explodes. It's time for the Saints Happy Hour mailbag. The Saints Happy Hour viewer questions are brought to you by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hardhidestrawberrywhiskey.com. Thomas, take it to the top.
Really?
All right, and get that hoodie. Get that hoodie, Ralph.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll go get the hoodie. You, Thomas, you fire the first question for the guys.
Man, that Thomas audio is just painful. Absolutely painful.
Yeah, for us. Are you on your 3rd glass of Sazerac? How many?
Something's wrong with the Discord. Sorry, guys. All right, first question from your boy Alvin. He asks, did the Saints watch the Saquon situation play out over the weekend and decide we need to extend Kamara?
Andrew?
I don't know. Stop the music because it's unlistenable.
It's at like 2 times speed too. It sounds like
it's too fast.
Really?
It keeps glitching.
Yeah,
it's
just so wild.
It's unlistenable.
Then there's something with the connection. It's interesting.
Yeah, something with the producer.
I don't know, man. Like Kamara is nowhere near Saquon's level. He's just not.
Really? I mean, I know Saquon's good, but I mean,
I couldn't get the hoodie.
Saquon's incredible.
It was too complicated.
What? What is it? Is your child using it as a pillow while he's sleeping?
He's also injury prone, right?
I'm injury prone. It's dark.
No,
my
Saquon.
my kid is in the. My kid is crawled into my bed. It's chaos.
I mean, Ralph's also injury prone.
What was the question?
Well,
what did I miss?
We're gonna save the hoodie reveal for patrons only behind the scenes at some point.
At some point. Yeah. So, what's the next question, Thomas?
We haven't finished this question.
Oh, we haven't finished this one.
Hold your horses. Read the question below.
I mean, my answer is there's no comparison between the two. None.
I don't know. My God, this is. I didn't realize this is the shit all over Kamara podcast.
No. I like Alvin Kamara.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
You like him as a friend.
I just think with Kamara.
What is going on? Did we just?
I want to rejoin with my bot. Maybe it's gonna fix it.
Oh my God!
Here's a question for you, Andrew.
I mean, I don't spend $12 million on a 30-year-old running back that's like the 8th best running back in the league.
I mean,
what does he have to do?
Kevin wouldn't spend $12 million just to find his perfect soulmate.
Right.
What would Alvin Kamara have to do, Andrew, for you to be like, yeah, I was wrong. That was fine. It was perfectly like. What does he have to be?
I don't know. Have
6 touchdowns on Christmas Eve.
One season in his career where he runs for over 1,000 yards. Like that would be a start.
Oh my gosh. He's a pass catching back.
Isn't that what elite running backs do? They run for 1,000 yards.
But he's a pass catcher. Like
he's a weapon. He's more than a running back.
Yeah, he might have like 800 rushing, but he'll also have like 600 receiving.
Come on. For $12 million, you're
look,
saying
nobody's arguing that he got overpaid.
$12 million.
He's overpaid.
You're telling me that for 1,000 yards rushing is too much to ask. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus. Look,
look beyond the results, Juge. And look into your heart.
Seriously. Look beyond results. It's not about the yardage. It's not about the yardage. It's strictly about the money.
Like, fucking get real. Jesus.
Does it feel like Alvin should be making that kind of money? Because if it feels like he should be making that kind of money, then that's how much he should be making.
How much did he have in the last game? What was it? 7 carries for 11 yards. Perfect timing to give him $12 million a year.
That's right.
How many catches did he have for? How many? What was his receiving?
Was it?
They needed
3 catches for 12 yards. Yeah.
They needed to get this contract done the day after the Dallas game, or like announce it and be like, Kamara signed the contract at the halftime of the Dallas game, like Lattimore did.
I low key, I kind of hate myself for shitting on AK. Like, I love AK. I love Kamara. Great dude. Like, great personality. But
just don't share an elevator with him.
But guys, like, we're giving $12.5 million.
Maybe wait for the next
year-old running back that's never had 1,000 yards rushing in his career.
Maybe wait for the next elevator.
Sense.
He did have 20 touchdowns at one time.
Okay, and that's probably the best argument you've made for paying him so far.
I mean,
you're going up? No, I'm going down. I'm good. Thank you. I'll catch you.
My argument for paying him is I didn't want to see him on another team. And the Saints are going to be bad probably the next 2 to 3 years. I'm fine with Alvin Kamara being the only good thing on the team. And if they overpay him, I don't care. I don't want to see him playing for the freaking Raiders or I don't know who would want to sign him. The even Kansas City. I don't want to see it. I wanted him to be a Saint. And I'm happy. And in the end, it won't matter. Like, the cap is fake. It doesn't matter.
You know what, though? Like, how are we enjoying Cam Jordan and Demario Davis right now? Like, is that a good time? Like, are we enjoying that? Is that fun?
You're going to have a bad time.
Is that solidifying their Saints Hall of Fame, like, resume? Are we having a good time with that? Because, that's what that looks like in 2 years. Like, in 2 years, Kamara is going to have that contract, and we're going to be forced to play him. And he's going to have games where he has 17 carries for 31 yards, and we're going to be like, why is this guy still on our team? Oh, right. Look at his contract. Look at our cap situation. Yep. We got to stick with Kamara. Yep. I guess give him another carry. Let's give him that 18th carry and hope he gets 2 yards in a cloud of dust.
No, but here's the thing with Kamara.
Chooses making
as a running back, Andrew, we'll have built-in excuses for why he's not succeeding. Whereas for Cam Jordan and Demario Davis, we're just like, they're old, they suck. Get rid of them. Alvin Kamara, we can be like, if the quarterback sucks, the offensive line sucks, don't fall behind 21-0, and then you wouldn't have these problems. Like, we have built-in excuses for when Kamara is terrible. And by the way, Cam Jordan, it doesn't bother me because he doesn't even play. Demario Davis is sad. It's sad because he's still playing and he's terrible and washed. Cam Jordan, they did pay him. He's like a family heirloom. He's on the sideline. He's like a really expensive cheerleader.
Sazerac Andrew is spicy Andrew.
He is. Sazerac Andrew. He's yelling at people. He's yelling at me, yelling at Bomani Jones. I like Sazerac Andrew.
I mean, he literally said Kamara. I mean, for crying out loud, Josh Groban wrote that song, "You Lift Me Up, You Raise Me Up," about Kamara.
Right.
And Andrew's tearing him down.
Yeah. What's next, Thomas?
All right, next question. And we're going to do a mailbag after, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Let's hurry this along.
Ali Marino. I'm saying that because Monodula asked in the Discord.
Oh, no.
Monedula. So maybe we're not doing the mailbag because Monedula asked. Okay, Ali Marino asks, as the comish in the game pick segment, what actual NFL teams do the guys seem to resemble? Dave is clearly the Al Davis Raiders, but what about the rest? And that was a question for me, by the way, but you can also answer if you want.
What? Why am I the Al Davis? That is not who I would be. I would be Bill Belichick. I am not Al Davis.
I mean, I'm clearly the
I run a tight ship. I run a very I run I own a business.
Kevin is the Patriots. Come on, man. He won twice in a row. He's the dynasty, but he's gonna lose this year probably.
No, Kevin is a loser. I'm the
Panther.
He's been a loser his whole life. Kevin is the Browns. He's been a loser his whole life.
But this is not about the game pick segment. Come on, man.
I was gonna say Kevin is the Falcons. Even when it looks like it's trending upwards, it's gonna fucking collapse on top of itself at any second.
No offense, but Ralph is the Falcons because he was close to winning, but overall he sucks, right?
He did something stupid.
Fredo says Dave is ready to sue the commissioner, so he's Al Davis.
That with no offense. That was nice. That was cute.
Jason said, Kevin is the 90s Bulls, 4 straight dates, no ring.
I think Andrew is the Eagles. The Eagles, right?
Explain.
Like most of the time you keep losing most of the time, but this year you're probably gonna win, so it's gonna be like a one time only.
I was gonna say, if it's just obnoxious, wouldn't that be you, Dave?
Yeah, I would be the Eagles, yeah, or Dallas maybe.
What's next, Thomas?
Or just the AFC East in general.
All right, and final question from Ben Rothwell. He asks,
I feel like I'm the Commanders. I'm propped up by Jaden Daniels.
Ben Rothwell asks, did DA call a timeout only to take a knee in order to postpone being fired for a few more minutes?
I mean, that would have been amazing.
I love that question.
My whole thing with the DA timeout, by the way, it's been more games than usual, more days than usual removed from the game since they played on Thursday night. Wasn't there some funny business with the timeouts at the end of the game too? Am I remembering that correctly? Why? What happened? Explain that to me. And how come people are overlooking that weird timeout situation? Because that was the one that stuck with me more, maybe because it was at the end of the game. But I remember thinking at the end of the game, like, what the hell are they doing? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, it was like, and that can bite you in the ass. It did Tampa yesterday. They're down 10 with like 30 seconds left. They're still calling timeouts. Chris Godwin dislocated his ankle. He's out for the year.
Does he play for the Saints, Ralph?
Godwin?
Yeah.
No.
He does not. Oh. I mean, it was a delightful day. It was a delightful Monday.
Hey, Ralph, what about Mike Evans? Does he play for the Saints?
He does not.
He plays on my fantasy team, though. So.
Okay.
I mean, it was the thing is, I think, well, we'll get to it in the game segment, but I think there's an equal possibility that we're rooting for the Saints to get the number 1 pick in 2 weeks. And there's just as much equal opportunity as we're like, let's beat the Falcons, and everybody in the NFC South except for Carolina will be 5-5. Like,
oh my God,
the NFC South still blows hard. And 9 wins is going to win the South.
I hate these seasons. That's like what, 2022 or 20?
We've been living this life for 3 years, Dave.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's right. I hate these fucking, like, seriously, like you might sue me for saying this, but like, it's almost like I don't care if even if it was the Falcons, I just want somebody to kind of run away with it, and right, this mediocrity bullshit. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the whole division. Like, we're embarrassed. Yes, we are.
Deception!
Wow.
Oh shit! 50 Buckaroo donation from Sports Boys Production. We are.
Thank you, Andrew.
almost $2 away from meeting the goal. Jesus.
Sports boy.
I mean, to your point, last 3 years, like the NFC South, we are the laughing stock of the goddamn NFL. We are the laughing stock of the league. I listen to Pardon My Take. I see all the comments on Twitter. The NFC South is a joke. Everybody knows on Reddit.
But
everybody knows we're a joke.
Doesn't it give you more hope though? Wouldn't you rather?
What a loser's mentality! No, I want to be the best of the best. I don't want to be the West of the losers.
You want to be the Raiders in the AFC West with Patrick Mahomes and Herbert and Sean Payton?
No.
Oh my God, that's hopeless as it can be.
No, but I don't want to be. If we win the NFC South at 9-8, and go to the playoffs, it's still ridiculous because
I get that, but overall, Dave, I'm happy they're in the worst division in football because
there we go.
Oh wow!
Wendell Cavalier, $10 donation.
Thank you.
When
Wow.
in doubt, always Wendell Cavalier breaks.
You're happy they're in the worst division in
donation
football
goal.
because that gives them the best chance of making the playoffs. But like that's just
but for long term too, Dave. Like if the Saints were in the AFC West and this year they're probably pretty close to being as bad as the Raiders, wouldn't it feel 1,000 times more hopeless? Because you're like, oh my God, Kansas City's got Andy Reid, the Chargers have Harbaugh, Denver has Sean Payton, and we have DA, and our roster stinks. We're like, we're not going to be winning anything until Patrick Mahomes freaking retires. Where in the NFC South, you go get a good coach, you have a good draft, we could be winning that thing next year.
Right.
We could be winning the thing this year, maybe.
Number one, Thomas, Sports Boy Productions. That's my son's weird YouTube thing. That's me. Secondly, I'm going to win this. I'm going to be the MVP this week. 3, Ralph, take your fucking salmon shot.
Oh, God.
Now.
Well, by the way, that sounds like a challenge. Somebody out there, you're not going to let Rich Bougie Juge outbid you.
I needed to see Ralph take the shot. What are you going to do?
Throw his money around.
Andrew.
And make you look like a poor.
This smells like a rotten egg. It really does. Holy shit.
It should smell like smoked salmon. I'm not sure that you even know what smoked salmon smells like.
I'm a cripple, Dave. I don't eat fancy things.
I mean, you've never lived in New York. You're not Jewish. You're not
I only eat fried
Have you ever been to Alaska?
No. I only eat fried
I'm not sure when you would have ever come in.
This better get us a table slam.
Oh, all right, here we go.
I kind of wish we had smell-o-vision for this. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's worse than Malort. Oh, Jesus.
We had some donations come in late too after that too, so maybe we're getting closer to following this up with a pickle shot.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Also, thank you to Run Amok for $5 and Jason Champagne for 6.
Ralph is fucked up.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that is the grossest thing. Oh my, I don't know who sent it to me. I think
whoever sent him the smoked salmon shot, please send him more.
God, it is so bad.
Hopefully
you're giving that a 9.
No, 10.
He didn't puke, so it's a 9.
That's true.
Rob, move to your left.
You know what it tastes like, Andrew? You ever what's the fish oils?
Ew. What's the rating?
That's it. They're
omega-3.
The fatty acids.
It tasted like somebody took fish oil.
Have you taken those? How do you know what fish oils taste like?
Well, when you swallow them, like burps, you burp and you like.
So do you take? Right? Are you saying you take fish oil?
Yeah, I take fish. My wife, I have vitamins. She gives them to me every morning. I just take them.
Oh, when she lays out.
So when she lays out, talking about codfish oil
next to your. So basically, in the morning, next to your
oil.
Next to your shirt, when she lays that out, she lays out a little thing of pills for you to take too when you put on your shirt.
Like I'm an old man.
Are you not a big fish guy?
I'm not a big fish guy. That is
my God. Selly is
I'm
a
not big fish
saint.
guy. I would say this: it's worse than Malort. It's so bad. When I drank the hard hide strawberry whiskey, the smoked salmon laughed at it and was like, "That ain't gonna kill this taste, brother." Like,
You know,
Give me the rating, for fuck's sake.
10. Perfect. 10.
I'm not a degenerate gambler like Ralph, but I did do this. I put $100 on one of Troutman, Kroll, and Little Jordan Humphrey. One of the three of them scoring a touchdown. And I put $100 down, and if it won, it like hit at 350 or it was something like that. Like it would have been a good payoff. And I am shocked that didn't work out in my favor.
That's what I wanted to say. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I had my bet on Little Jordan Humphrey, and Peyton went for it. You knew he was going to do it. He dialed it up, and Little Jordan had the pass in the end zone, and he dropped it. And by that time, it was late in the game, and everybody around me kind of knew what my bet was. And they were like, everybody was rooting for it. And God, I knew it. I called it. He wanted it. That play was dialed up for Little Jordan in the end zone.
I feel like somebody.
Y'all keep doing.
And I had way better odds than 350.
Thomas, how far off are we from Ralph taking a dill shot to the face?
Oh,
less than 70.
Oh.
It's disgusting. I feel like
Andrew, tell your son to donate more money.
Oh, it was disgusting. I didn't think anything could be worse. I didn't think anything could be worse than Malort, and it made Malort look like drinking of water.
By the way, I saw somebody with a license plate that said Malort, a personalized license plate that said Malort. I think it was on Ferret Street. I went and I made sure to pay attention because I thought it might be like a Illinois license plate, thinking it was somebody from Chicago. But I think it was a Louisiana plate. So somebody in Louisiana loves Malort. Or maybe it was a company vehicle for the distributor that distributes Malort. I don't know.
If the Saints win 8 games and somebody will mail me and send me another shot of the smoked salmon, I will do Malort and the smoked salmon back to back. If the Saints can win.
I'm hoping to see smoked salmon and pickle back to back now.
You know, the sickest thing is that, like, forget this podcast, forget anything else. If you were to tell me right now that if I took a shot of salmon vodka every day, just one shot every day for the rest of the season, and you promised me the Saints would win 8 games, I would do it. I would do it. I would probably not drink anything else.
Really? 8 games. Win 8 games? Yeah. Win an additional 8 games to go to 10 and 7.
Oh, I would do it 100. I do 2 a day.
I probably wouldn't drink anything else. Like that would be all I drink. But I would do it.
It's just
because that puts us that would give us a wild card for sure.
My body is in open revolt against me right now. Like I feel my lips tingling. I feel my stomach spinning. 8 more wins. I gotta get
my tingling.
Yeah, but I'll do it if they get to 8 wins, like it'll be a miracle.
8 more wins, which would put us at 10 wins.
Yeah, they're not getting.
That's winning out the rest of the season.
That's going.
Wait, no. How many games do they have left?
They have 10. They have to go 8-2. 8 more wins.
Right.
8 more wins. They're not going 8-2. They might not go 2-8. Oh God! All right, Thomas, I've got to get to this game pick segment.
Roger that. Let me switch to the results graphic. So only Ralph tried to predict the Saints to win, and he failed miserably. Andrew, Dave, and Kevin get 1 point for predicting Denver to win. Mm-hmm. Let's look at the fantasy players. Blake Groupie, 4 points, and -2 for Kevin for that. Spencer Rattler scored only 6.3 fantasy points. Not that much. That netted Dave 1 point, and
that kind of backfired for you, Dave, picking a quarterback.
And surprisingly, Bob Means scoring 6.7 plus 2 points for Ralph. And let's look at the current standings, guys. Andrew
I'm cooking all you bitches.
In the lead. Dave gained 1 point for Andrew. So Dave has 9 points, Ralph 2 points, and Kevin.
All right, so I guess
place.
Kevin can go first since he is last.
All right. So who do you think Kevin predicted, guys?
Me get predicted Charger.
I'm assuming
Yes,
you
sir.
picked the Chargers.
Yes, he did. And maybe you can guess who his fantasy star of the game is.
Taysom?
No,
Chris
he
Olave?
already picked
Chris
Taysom,
Olave?
I think, and he cannot. Nope, not Olave.
I don't know. Who is
Oh, interception!
Oh shit!
Wow.
Puke Ralph.
What the hell? Tickle Ralph's Pickle, $50 donation. We are less than 20 away.
Wow. Y'all hate me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Who donated that? Who did that?
Tickle Ralph Pickle.
Pickle Ralph Pickle. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Right.
I mean, holy crap.
Come on, let's go. What do we need?
20 bucks.
Look at him. He's like a wounded ferret. He's look at him.
Yes, come on,
Come
let's
on.
wrap
We can
this up.
deliver the kill
Let's wrap
shot
this
right
up.
now.
Let's wrap this up.
Deliver the kill.
So who is this?
The
player
one
of the
thing
game?
we have never done yet is get Ralph to puke on this show.
Well,
I feel like, that was weak ass. I mean, like, I really want to.
Like,
I want to fill the bowl. I want to fill the bowl.
We want to fill the bowl. What's next, Tom? I mean,
Ralph
what's
thought
his
he was
player
in the
of game?
clear, right?
I'm off.
I don't know. We should let Ralph go. We should go in reverse order. I think.
Well, we know, but we got to wait. Kevin's player of the game.
Oh.
All right. So let me maybe show you the player, and you tell me who that
Finish
is.
him.
Who that is?
Thank
Who
you,
is that?
Herb.
Who is that?
Hi.
Ralph.
Oh my God! It's the
Martez
new-
Valdez
it's Scantling, the
You
newest
couldn't even
Saint.
find a picture of him with the Saints
wow.
jersey
Wow.
I mean,
Buffalo Bills uniform.
on. Low key, I kind of like that pick.
Yeah, he's gonna catch a 40-yard bomb and drop a 40-yard bomb. To get the full mark.
Yeah. Yep. You want me to go next?
No, I'll go because I have 2 points, so I'll go. Here's the thing.
Yeah, no, Andrew, you go last. Fuck you, asshole.
We don't know if Derek Carr is going to play. I think Derek Carr is going to really push hard to play, and I actually think Derek Carr is going to play in this game. In the Spencer Rattler era, if not over, is at least put on hold. But here's the thing: until the Saints,
Oh,
not enough.
Biloxi Blues,
until-
$5.
Not enough.
until the Saints stop the run and Derek Carr plays in football games, they're not winning. But I think Derek Carr is going to play, and I think they had 11 days off. Like, if they can't play better after 11 days, get some guys back, like, they are truly hopeless. Like, they are going to give a better effort. Thomas, the Salmon's kicking my ass. I forgot my score, but it was pretty close. I think it was like 20.
Understandable. Yeah, very close. 24-13, yeah.
24-13. It's going to be
No way.
close going into the fourth quarter.
24-13 is close.
It's going to be close going into the fourth quarter. Saints are going to be there. And my player of the game, Taysom Hill.
Have you already picked him?
I don't know, but I'm picking.
No. Ross been picking the bumps so far, so
I've been picking them up. Taysom Hill, he's going to have an awesome game. 5 carries, 45 yards,
Yes.
2 touchdowns.
Got there.
And he's going to get injured. Oh, God. Ugh.
I think we need to hold count of when the streak for when the Cavaliers breaking the donation goal.
Ralph.
He always breaks the
Get
goal.
the bucket ready.
Ralph, time to Ralph.
Get the bucket ready. Yes, time to live up to your namesake,
I got the
your
bucket.
potential.
I got the bucket. I got it right.
Look at the feet. Stay in the middle, Ralph, so we can see you clearly.
Hey, Ralph,
To the
after the
left.
shot, go get that fucking hoodie.
Dave, the mailbag is
Okay,
going to be
that-
lit. Oh, God. So.
He couldn't even finish it. Did you even finish that? Did you even finish? He didn't even finish. Yeah, he's going to throw up. Is he going to throw up?
Yeah, he might.
Oh, he might. He might.
This looks like the bomb is done.
I don't think. Did you finish that drink? Let me see that drink. Let me see it. Hold it up. Hold it up. Okay, he did. He did. Confirmed. Confirmed. He did.
How we doing, Ralph?
He's got no words. Yes.
What's the score?
There you go. His score is 1. He gave us the middle finger. He's got.
suffering.
Fortunately, thanks to
My
Hard
chest
Hide Strawberry Whiskey,
burns
he's
like
got
gonorrhea
something.
on a cheap whore.
Fortunately, he's got something to wash this down. That's a little more pleasant.
Yeah, the pickle was really disgusting going down.
Yeah, that was the point.
But the hard hide settled me down because the hard hide.
Suck on
Oh
this,
my
bitch.
God!
This is
Hey,
great.
Sally, I
Fine.
need
You know what?
assistance.
Well, that was it.
Give
I
me
just
the
wanted to
rating.
get to that. Let's get to the.
I can't believe you. Thank you, people, for donating. I appreciate it, but Dave, I might not be puking now. The mailbag, though.
Are we doing a live mailbag where we accept donations?
Fucking stupid.
Well, it won't be live, but we'll do video for the people.
Your eyes are watering.
My eyes are watering. I'm more cooked. I'm more cooked
Give
than
me
the
the
Saints
quick
offensive
rating,
line.
man.
Look at you. Look at you. Look
A
at you.
9. I'm more cooked than the Saints offensive line.
Look at you. The good thing is you're a professional drunk, so
I am.
You can host a show, be a dad, be a
I am.
husband,
And here's the thing.
nobody can tell. Nobody can tell.
And I just want to say this: I get people not DMing me all the time, but pretty much they're like, "We know you
Worried
don't
about you."
No, they're like, "We know you're not doing real. You're not doing the shots. You're not real.
Oh,
You're,
no, he's really
you're
telling
emptying them out and do it." Like,
no.
come on. I have my dignity. I would never do that to you people. Oh.
You know it's bad.
You
though,
should
when
win an
people don't think
Oscar, Ralph.
Well, I was gonna say, it's bad. When people think that it's not real.
Yeah, like how can
They're
you
there's
think
no way you could be drinking that much.
How could I can't fake my eyes being watered because the shots are killing me. All right.
Turns
Dave,
out you're allergic to salmon and pickles.
Yeah. Put if the salmon shot ends up killing me, put it on my tombstone. Who's next to go?
I guess Dave. Dave, you're up.
All right.
Do you want me to put it up, Dave?
Yeah, put it up.
You know what?
Let's throw it up there. This is my prediction. This is it. My prediction. Pain. Pain for Saints fans because it's going to be miserable and it's getting worse. And we're going on, we have a little bit of a long week, but we're still going to the West Coast. And we're playing the almighty Khaki'd one.
That's right.
And love him or hate him, the guy wins. He's a
Milk and
goddamn.
steak. He didn't win Monday, though.
He's a good yeah, look, there's probably some stat that says the khaki pants don't lose 2 games in a row, in October, in days ending in Y. I am looking up what I said was the score was going to be to my message with. Okay, here we go. I am going with Chargers a lot. Saints no chance. My player of the game is going to be. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going Chargers 28, Saints 13.
Wow.
So I think we're all in line here so far with the 3 of us. We all think the Saints are going to score either 13 or 14 points, no more, no less. And we all think the Chargers are going to score 24 to 28 points, no more, no less. And I'm going to go with wait, have I done Kamara yet?
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, what?
You
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
I did do Kamara. Okay. I feel like there's somebody that I haven't done that I've been holding on to. I don't want to do Carr because I don't know if he's going to play in. And Taysom have I done Taysom yet?
You can't do him. I did him.
You cannot,
sorry.
and you did.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. No, well, thank you for letting me. I am gonna go with
Maybe they go Jordan Howden.
No.
I feel like Mason Tipton is what needs to happen here.
But can I be honest with you? Like that's pretty much
Go
it.
with OG. With OG.
Taysom and Kamara. I've pretty much, that's all we've got. I mean, like really,
You can pick Kamara. You can use your Joker. You can use your Joker.
Oh, I can use my Joker. You know what? Actually, I am going to do that because I'm the only one that's within shooting range here of Andrew, and somebody's got to make a move. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Lock it in.
All right, Andrew, are you gonna make it a clean lightning bolt across this board?
I am, unfortunately. Yeah, I have the Chargers winning as well. I'm looking at these scores. Dave has the Chargers scoring 28. Ralph has them scoring 24. Kevin has them scoring 27. I think you're all wrong. I think they're scoring 31.
Oh, wow.
They're scoring more than all of you have predicted. On the flip side, I'm seeing Dave predicting the Saints scoring 13.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing Ralph predicting 13. And then I see Kevin predicting 14. You're all wrong again. I think it's going to be less than that.
Oh, Jesus.
I have the Saints scoring 10.
Okay.
So 31-10.
Wow.
Chargers win. And I'm liking Chris Olave.
Has he picked him? No?
I have not.
Wow. How do you know? Do you write this down? Do you confirm this?
I do write this down.
Okay.
And
this is serious business this season.
Olave's going to score the one touchdown the Saints have. Rattler's going to throw to him. That will be fun. The rest of the game will not. And that's what we're looking at.
By the way, kids, the Chargers are number 1 on defense. They allow 13.8 points a game. They're number 26 on offense. They give up they score 17.7 points a game. They have not scored 27 points all year in a game. Even against Carolina, they only scored 26. That's how bad their offense is. Just so you know.
Just you.
Have they played one of the worst? Have they played one of the worst teams in the league yet?
In Carolina, I would say Carolina. It's going to be fascinating when the Saints play Carolina.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I would like to play Carolina again now because I'm not so sure. It ain't going to be 53-4 like it was last time.
No, it's going to be like, I can't. This alcohol's kicking my ass completely.
Hot diggity dog. We made it.
Diggity dog.
We made it twice.
At least I don't have like a 5 a.m. wake up call tomorrow.
Actually, that makes it
all right,
worse.
Thomas. What else?
More disappointing.
No, we just got to do a show wrap up. Thomas, thank everybody who donated.
Damn, that was fast. All right, thanks guys for tons of support. It was a team effort. It was shaky at the start, but we reached 2 donation goals. We are on a 63 donation streak.
That was a little bit of a 28-3 episode here.
It was.
Yeah, a comeback.
3 vibes.
Thanks to Canu, to you, to Biloxi Blues, to Jason Champagne, to Run Amok, to Hoodie Gopher, to Pickle Ralph Stickle, and to the MVP, the one and only.
The evil Juge Empire.
Oh, man. What?
If you win the Jim Mora Fathead Juge, I'm going to sign it. I don't know what else. I'll sign it. The Kamara deal was good. I can't feel my face.
You would.
Remember, Juge, you're the MVP winner. So remember to DM Thomas where you can write whatever you want on the whiteboard.
I'll just write Ralph's bad arm sucks.
You don't have to DM anyone.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the show and we made you laugh, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. And don't forget, follow us on the socials and wherever you get your podcast. Thanks to Dave, Andrew, Kevin in the chat showed up, and Thomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland. And thanks to everybody who got me to drink those 2 disgusting shots. The mailbag is going to be something, Dave. Until next time, the bar is closed.